Blessings, everybody. This is the premiere episode of Cut the Bullshit, and I'll be your host, and I'm G. So, as the name suggests, Cut the Bullshit. On this platform, we'll be bringing to you raw, unfiltered truth, cutting through the noise, all the hypocrisy, and all the contradictions, and bringing to you and telling you what most people are afraid to say. On this platform, we'll discuss a range of topics from sports, politics, society, and entertainment on a range of different issues. And no need to worry, because on this platform as well, we have a segment that we call Where the Street I Say, where we'll give you your chance to voice your opinions and your voice on all different issues that we're being discussed on this platform. So, welcome viewers and subscribers to our very first episode. It's going to be a very, very exciting journey, and we're looking forward to grow this channel with you, and we're expecting great things. It's only fitting to start our first episode on football. As we all know, the football fever is at its peak right now. Because guess what? World Cup 2026 starting in a couple of days. And everybody, mother, uncle, auntie, picnic, everybody right now is a football fan. So, World Cup, as you know, every 4 years, it brings together this football festival that everybody across the world can unite and look forward to see exactly what this festival will bring. Everybody cheering on their team to see exactly who will be world champion. 2026 is no different, and the fever is as high as ever. Flags, jerseys are high on sale right now. Everybody are wearing team jersey and then team flag to support who them support. But today we'll take a look at the preview of 2026 World Cup and tell you exactly what our thoughts are. So the expansion from 32 to 48 teams will see more matches being played at this tournament than ever before. So we might see more goals than ever before. We might see more drama than ever before. Because one thing I can tell you, World Cup brings drama and surprises. Before the tournament even start, we can tell you this. People are going to ball. People are going to upset. World Cup are going to bring upset. And if or but. It's a guaranteed thing. World Cup do this every time. And I can tell you, your favorite team probably not win. But trust me, the World Cup here are going to be exciting. That's for sure. Look at the 2026 World Cup. There are possibly 6 teams that can take home this tournament, and a couple of dark horses that I'll mention. But first, we have to start with defending champions, Messi and Argentina. What are your thoughts on Messi and Argentina retaining the title? One look at Argentina team. Yes, they retained most of the team from the last tournament. Back four is still there. Messi is still there. But my main concern for Argentina is that there's no more Di Maria. And I personally believe that Di Maria is that missing piece to Argentina team that has been a championship team over the past couple of years. But with that said, Argentina are the defending champions. They still have one of the greatest players of this generation in Lionel Messi. So anything is possible. Somebody that say Argentina is a contender for the tournament. Everybody wants to them backline, York all and Messi all, may still think them have a chance. Second, I would think this team is the number one favorite team for the tournament because I think in 2026, this country is stacked with generational talents. I'm talking no other than France. When you look at France and France front line, I can't even pick France starting team. Look at Ballon d'Or winner Dembele, talking about the King Mbappe, talking about Desiree Doué, talking about Michael Olise, a breakout star this year. So France have stacked an array of talent. And for me, they are the favorites for the tournament. But as I said before, favorites don't normally win. So will France win? Who knows? We'll see. So France up there as a contender. Next, I can go no else than Spain and the youngster Lamine Yamal. Trust me, Euro 2020, 2024 we got the other day wasn't a fluke. And Yamal and the Spain team will be a very serious threat in this World Cup. So I'm looking at these nations and say, okay, Spain, France, Argentina, top 3 nations to challenge for the trophy. I want to look beyond that now. We're looking at a team like England, Harry Kane in the form of his life, scoring over 50 goals for club this season, looking to carry that form up into the World Cup. I'm thinking that England will definitely have a chance as well. A lot of people look at the England squad. I would think that England probably made a few blunders with the selection. No Cole Palmer, no Phil Foden. Very surprising, even though I wouldn't say Cole Palmer or Phil Foden are the best of seasons. But thinking of what they have done for England for the years, I would have brought them. But with that said, England is still stuck with a lot of talent. Overhyped Saka. They have a few players that, really, Bellingham, a few players that I have a little respect for. But England has never been my team. Over that said, England for the last 3 major tournaments, they have reached far in these tournaments. We're talking about losing the last Euro final. We're talking about back-to-back World Cup semi-finals. So England has been knocking on the door to win a major championship. Will 2026 be their year? Let's see. Then, my beloved Brazil. As a Brazilian, I have to be very honest. This is not the best Brazil squad. And Brazil did not enter this World Cup or this tournament going as favorites. But for me, that's a joy. As the last time a World Cup tournament was held in the US, guess who won? Brazil. And guess what? Brazil entered the tournament not as a favorites, as a team who had lost so many games leading up to the tournament, changing over coaches as coaches, leaving out one of the greatest players in the history, Mario, and still they went on to win the tournament. This time they brought Neymar, and I'm hoping that this can be our good luck charm where Brazil can take home their 6th World Cup title. With that said, how can I leave out our ancestors, the Brazilian ancestors, the colonizers of Brazil, the Portuguese, and the great man himself in his last dance, Cristiano Ronaldo? Can he finally get his hand on that World Cup trophy? Last tournament, Messi did it. Is it written in the stars now for Cristiano Ronaldo to now come and win his trophy? Who knows? I think Portugal has the best team in the tournament. When we look at the midfield with Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva, I think it's the best midfield in world football. But with that said, who knows? The tournament is full of surprises. And we have some dark horse team that can cause upset. We look at a team like Morocco. They have been very consistent from the last World Cup. And as well, we're citing Afghan as well. Very, very good team. Hakimi and Fko will have something to say. We'll look again in Europe. We're talking about Ireland and Norway. Not a very good team. They showed in qualifying as well that they can be a threat to the world. So we're looking out for those teams. A team that I know a lot of people mentioning comes out of South America on an 18-match unbeaten run right now. Ecuador, one of the best defensive team I've seen in a while. They probably don't have a lot going forward in terms of goals, but trust me, in a tournament like this is a team that's going to be dangerous because if you don't concede goals, you have a chance to win. And Ecuador is a team that is solid defensively. So I'm looking out for them as one of my dark horse in this tournament. Also, when you look at Japan from the last tournament, Japan has improved and Japan will upset teams. So I'm telling you, this tournament is going to be full of surprises. But generally, I think the tournament will come down to these 6 teams. I think it's either France, Spain, England, Brazil, Portugal, or Argentina. I think the winner will come from those 6 teams. With that said, out of those 6 teams that we mentioned, I feel like one of them are going already. I feel like somebody have a ball already. I don't know, Sometimes defending champions get a knock early, as we have seen in previous World Cup tournaments. So will it be Argentina who go in the first round? Will Brazil fall cry again early in the first round? Will France, with them big side, find it rough and find them way out in the first round of this World Cup? Let's see. It's going to be very interesting. As I said before, it's got a lot of games, lot of games, lot of pressure. The heat in the US is a factor to also bear in mind. A lot of these European players are not used to this temperature. How will they cope? Who will benefit from these conditions and who will fail? There's a lot of things to take in consideration for this World Cup. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a hot one. Physically, really hot. But anyway, we're going to deep dive into what we think now in terms of who we think is going to be leading goal scorer for this tournament, who we think is going to be breakout star. So we look at breakout star for this tournament. I wouldn't say a Lamine Yamal would be a breakout star for the 2026 World Cup. Reason being, I think Lamine already announced himself to the world at 18 as one of the best players in the world right now. And if he goes on to win this World Cup, what that will do is solidify him as a number 1 player in the world. For sure, he'll win the Ballon d'Or if he win the World Cup. That's for sure. But on the other side, I know Mbappe has a lot to say about this. But Mbappe has a very, 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 very difficult chance in this World Cup to win this Ballon d'Or. Reason being because Dembele just win another Champions League. Dembele is on France. So if Mbappe is to win a Ballon d'Or, he might have to just win the World Cup. He might have to outshine everybody in the World Cup. Which, credit to him, 2 World Cups so far. He has done that. 2 World Cup finals. What more can you ask for? Win 1, lose 1. I'm going to try to create issue now to be one of the first man who got 3 World Cup finals. Because what's the ego? We'll see Mbappe move and say them the ego, man. And them the one dominate and show say I'm a class like Messi and Ronaldo them. So, may I expect Mbappe to come out hard. But, as I say, Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Last dance with the great man. This is last chance to ever win a World Cup. And forget the haters and find back who was a Messi greater than him. And trust me, this is Christy best chance ever to win a World Cup for him to play. No joke. Because this Portugal team is stuck. I'm not joke. Midfield, defense, stuck. Man have one of the best wing back. Man have some of the best midfielders in the world. Man inside, stuck. So I can tell you, don't play with them. Again, Messi and his Lance Dart as well. I tell you, he's a player to look out for. So even though Messi at what his age class is class, for his temporary class is permanent, this man will show up and this man will do assist and score as well. So these are the players I think that you should look out for this tournament. I think personally, if I should name who I think will be top scorer, if France does well, I think Mbappe will probably be the top scorer of the tournament. Not necessarily win the tournament, but I think he'll score a lot of goals. With the flair that France have with Cherky and Olise and all these players, Mbappe will get a lot of chance. I'm not going to score a goal. Mbappe. So, I expect Mbappe to score a goal. But my prediction, if all things goes well, Mbappe will win Golden Boot. Play the tournament though. This is where it gets interesting. Because I might argue who I think I will the tournament and tell you what play the tournament. It might sound contradicting. But as we say, I cut the bullshit. But we still have a look opinion on it, even though I raw filter too. But this is my opinion on this. I think a Brazilian will get the player tournament. I think a Brazilian will World Cup. In my opinion, you can put in a comment section what you think I get the player tournament, who you think I get the goal scorer, and so forth. But that's my opinion on that one. Cool. So enough of us and what we are saying in the studio. Now what time for going to the street and hear what the streets are saying.
Argentina for life, never change. When the leather round, we are roll the leather. Play madness in a real life. When we are struggle, watch a game. This World Cup this year, we winning last 4 years, but watch out, we are trying to take it up. We have to stay a yard team. Everybody have got fit. Brazil and some other team, even know them, But I want Argentina.
Side England. But then we do know. I'm going to do it now. You understand? I'm proud. So, just want to know, say, in I match them, I want to see attack. You see me, I'm a respect for that. You see, lucky mids them, lucky forwards them. I understand? And just bring a real land game. What we know about. Yeah.
Right now, I want to play out there, man. I want to great player, but this one still not left out Messi out there. Messi, man. Original. All.
Yes, we don't know him play them yet, general. No, we don't know him play. I wait until lineup come up, we first lineup, man. Yeah.
So, as I said before, this World Cup is going to be exciting, people. And we can tell you for now, I have to tell them all I upset them, to catch the people in my ball, to come see flag them or kill them early, to come see all them things they were going. We can tell you, every flag a fly right now. Everybody of them high zone, happy zone, everybody believe right now. But trust me, see after the first couple of weeks, when the ball game start, we'll separate the men from boys. You see me? But trust me, I have a great feeling about this World Cup. I think it's going to be a defining World Cup for many players in terms of their legacy. So it's going to be very, very exciting to watch. So stay tuned. Cut the bullshit. We have far more contents coming to you and the World Cup as well. Cut the bullshit as well has to give you a feature on the World Cup where we look at the World Cup from a different perspective. Because our view as well is to look at football and the World Cup is to see if this is really about sports or is it bigger than sports. So our next episode we'll be looking at the World Cup in totality, its impact, and to really think and look if this is really about football or if there's a greater or bigger agenda at play. Alright, so premier episode, people, thank you for joining us. Remember, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section about what you think and all of that. So, what good? See you again on Cut the Bullshit.